in terms of maybe what we can aim for in the future to have younger people involved with the village. And we, in light of this, we want to give you this certificate of appreciation from the village to you, Andrew Lee Holzman, for your exemplary, intergenerational, this is what it says on this thing, so that's why I'm reading word for word. So, exemplary cooperation and civic involvement, and then it goes on to say something very sweet. We will miss your energy and smile, ideas and companionship, assistance with errands and gardening, representation of the college and the university, visits at drop-ins and homes, articles on everything from local issues to aging, presence behind a wheelchair or in front of an audience, help with the Thanksgiving potluck, lessons on tweeting. Your service to the Chicago Hyde Park Village, our members, and the community of Hyde Park is the best expression of our mission of neighbors helping neighbors. Thanks so much.
It's hand lettered.
Oh, wait a minute, this is part of it?
Oh, yes. Here. Oh, here.
It's suitable for framing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That has been
the ribbon.
Hand calligraphy by Robert Forger.
Thank you.
Yes. The what?
Our next fundraiser should be a plane ticket.
And then we do have actually a voice from the state, from a wider perspective, and Jerry is going to give us the word of our wider appreciation.
This is from the Illinois House of Representatives. Resolution. Whereas members of the Illinois House of Representatives are pleased to recognize Andrew Holzman of Hyde Park for his intergenerational academic, civic, and community involvement, and whereas Andrew Holzman graduated from Phillips Exeter Academy, attended University of Chicago, and will continue his educational pursuits at the London School of Economics as he prepares for a career in public service. Whereas Andrew Holzman interned and worked with the Massachusetts Executive Office of Elder Affairs, the Massachusetts House of Representatives, WGN Radio Chicago, the Sacramento Bee, the Hyde Park Herald, and the Rivet News Radio, and whereas Andrew Holzman has actively promoted intergenerational age friendliness in Hyde Park and selflessly volunteered his time to help older neighbors with errands, household tasks, and yard work, and whereas Andrew Holzman helped launch the Hyde Park Village Drop-In program to assist seniors in socializing, getting meals, exercising, sharing, and learning, which has become the foundation for other village programs and activities, and whereas Andrew Holzman frequently participates in drop-ins and to socialize, exchange views about Hyde Park and the University of Chicago and local residents, advises them on the use of technology, and whereas Andrew Holzman has forever changed the lives of Hyde Park seniors through his unwavering commitment and engagement and to engage them in community, therefore be it resolved by the House of Representatives of the 99th General Assembly of the State of Illinois that we celebrate Andrew Holzman's extensive efforts and volunteerism on behalf of Hyde Park neighborhood and area senior citizens, and wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors, and be it further resolved. They do get free. That a suitable copy of this resolution be presented to Andrew Holzman as an expression of our esteem and respect, adopted by the House of Representatives on June 4th, 2015.
You know, I went to career counseling and they said, you should use your Padfolio from when you went to Taking the Next Step, which is an event they have where they give out these little things. And like things to hold your notes in that say University of Chicago. And I said, I never went, I don't have one.
And you don't have to go. You can go later.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
You guys can do anything, I guess.
Well, we know the right people.
Yeah.
Okay,
And this actually is in the record.
and as usual, who has the last word? Susan has the last word, and she should have the first word too, because she actually has been very instrumental in working with me on organizing this. When the opportunity came up, I said, sure, I'll do that, and then I found myself overwhelmed by some other things. And but Susan and a bunch of other people stepped in and said, hey, we'll make this happen. Of course. We're not gonna let this opportunity.
That's what a village is, right?
That's what a village is, and that's what we do. So thank you. I want to thank you all, and even people who are not here who stepped up and said, "Hey, yeah, we can do that." All the things I thought I was going to be doing. So, and Susan, thank you so much.
Everybody's already said what I was going to say.
No. You could always find more to say.
Well, so it all started a few weeks ago when Andrew came to me and he said, oh, and by the way, I can also cook. So you want to raise some money and hire an executive director and do the things that you want to do? Well, I'll cook a dinner for 30 people and you sell some tickets and we'll make it happen. And so we did, and so he did, and here we are. So I'm very pleased to add my welcome to all of you. We at Chicago Hyde Park Village are very happy to be the recipients of Andrew's very generous spirit and his apparent limitless energy. And he also doesn't sleep, I don't think. I understand his exams start tomorrow, and he's been here all day cooking. So, anyway, many representatives of Andrew's time here in Hyde Park are here tonight. We have the Hyde Park Herald and the university and the community and the village, and all of our elected officials wanted to come, but this is probably one of the busiest, as you know, one of the busiest nights in Hyde Park, the alumni weekend and the art fair weekend and everything else. But Seth very graciously came to represent the university and to represent other people. And all of the elected officials, in fact, have donated to your fund, Andrew, you should know, so. And had resolutions put into the record of the state legislature. And also I was talking with Dean Boyer a couple of nights ago, and he too sends his wishes in regards to you. So I would especially like to welcome Andrew's grandparents, Cecile and Thomas Lee. And
I got him doing his technology.
and also, are you finished? Oh, also his parents, Denise and Lee Holzman.
It's my pleasure.
And on behalf of the Chicago Hyde Park Village Board of Directors, I am very happy to make you honorary members of the Chicago Hyde Park Village with all the benefits and privileges that come with it whenever you're in the area. I think we might have some trouble delivering some of the services to Cape Cod.
Well, I'd be happy to go.
As honorary members of Chicago Hyde Park Village, you need to have one of our tote bags. And as a matter of fact, I have tote bags for anybody here who would like a tote bag. These we like to have these seen all over the neighborhood. But I don't think there are many of them in Cape Cod. But you should know that this is actually designed by was it
Allison Hartman's
Dan Close. Who has he has covers on the cover
New Yorker.
the New Yorker, and he ran a series in the New York Times magazine, and
Had a big show at the MCA.
he's actually he does
This
graphic books, and one of his books is being made into a movie, and he designed this for us. So we're very proud of it, and you can see it's Hyde Park. There's Rockefeller Chapel and the museum and the lake, and so anyway. So if anybody asks you in Cape Cod, you can tell them. I have, before we enjoy our dessert, I have the happy task of saying thank you to everybody who's here. First of all, to our generous sponsors who, their names are all listed in our program. Thank you very much. These are just the people who have contributed to this particular event. In fact, we have benefited greatly from people and institutions and businesses in Hyde Park right since we began. We've had a lot of support and help, and we wouldn't be here even now if we didn't have all this support. So thank you. We have our volunteers who have worked on the committee. They are also listed in the program. And Andrew, you have your hardworking friends. Are they still your friends? So we thank you, everyone, and especially thank you to Andrew. Every village should have an Andrew, huh? The 3 years since Andrew first came, he's the one who found us. He was interested in working in seniors. The university couldn't actually make the connection for him, so he found us, and he said, we were right at the point that we were trying to consider what's our next step, how do we, get our word out there, and he said, well, let's do a drop-in. And so we did, and drop-in is something that happens right here twice a month, and it's become kind of a mainstay of our village activities and sort of the foundation of other things that we do, and our visibility. So in the interim, Andrew has been prodding and pushing and helping and suggesting and things like this fundraising dinner, and even teaching us to tweet, as somebody mentioned. So I think I know a lot of what's going on in this neighborhood, but since the invitations for this event went out, I've been hearing of a lot of things that I didn't know about. Air conditioners that have been installed, and gardens that have been planted, and people have said, okay, so who are you going to get to replace Andrew? Well, I don't think we will. Send us someone, Seth. But we don't know. So, but we just hope, and in the meantime, we wish Andrew the very best in his next ventures, and we hope you come back and see us. Thank you. You ready to serve us dessert now, huh?